Welcome to the Hair Game with Donatello show. Man, y'all not gonna believe who I got on here today. I got one of the biggest, baddest. I got the icon of the hair show industry today. I got Mr. James Bronner on the show today. I can't believe it. Mr. James Bronner, I would like to welcome you to the show today, bro.
Thank you so much, Donatello. Glad to be on.
What's going on, bro?
Not much. Been a busy time, busy month, but it'll be all over soon. Yep.
I can imagine, man. You got the show coming up on August the 27th through the
That's right.
29th, right?
That's correct. Down in Miami, Florida. Yeah.
Woo!
Taking it to the beach this time.
Man, it's gonna be fun times out there, man. Fun
It
times. I can
is.
imagine.
And I think people need it because, we haven't really had a live show in 2 years. People been going through all this pandemic and just so much has happened in the last 2 years. So I think everybody been doing hair, but people need to let their own hair down, have a good time. So we want to take them to the beach, man, let them party some and take the classes, exhibits, everything. But they can, after the show closes each day, they can go out and really have a great time together, man. It's like a family reunion coming back together, celebrating.
Right. James, you know what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna be on the beach with a little bitty sweatsuit, swimsuit on. I'm gonna be looking like a fat walrus out there. I'm going.
Somebody walk by you like that.
Right. You're like, is that Donatello over there looking like that? Man. So what you expecting from the show, bro? What are you expecting to go down, being that it's in Miami, of all places?
Well, each city we take it to, they have a new flavor. So you won't fully know till you get there, but I do think it'll have its own vibe. And we got some new partners coming out like Salon Centric and L'Oreal and Matrix. A lot of big companies that are coming in.
Okay.
They want a piece of Miami and just a piece of the Black beauty industry. So I think it's gonna be real hot. We got a hair battle first time in Florida there, so that's gonna be hot. We got a Lucky Day concert, so that's gonna be hot. Yeah. He's dropping on Beyonce's album. A lot of credits that just dropped. So a lot of people want to see. Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot going. It's gonna be a lot going on. We got some great competitions.
I'm at the Lucky Day concert, bro. I'm there.
Yeah, that's gonna open up on Saturday evening, so it's gonna be real nice, real exciting. I think the main thing is just the energy that people, we haven't seen a show in 2 years from us. So I think just the excitement of just getting back together, just people hugging and just embracing, just seeing each other in the flesh. So I think that's gonna be the real highlight. Yeah,
man. And you're bringing it, man. I got to keep saying, you're bringing it to Miami, of all places. When I seen that the first time, I was like, Miami? I'm there. I already got my tickets already. I'm there.
All right. Yeah.
But man, let's just jump right on into it, bro.
Okay.
My first question to you is, I'm going hard right off the bat.
Okay. All right.
What has changed to you? What has changed with the hair game over the years to you?
Okay. Well, first of all, since this pandemic began, I think it's been the biggest change we've ever seen. I mean, when COVID hit, shops shut down. So we've never seen that. We've been in business 76 years, something we've never seen. So people had to adjust. I mean, some people, they were doing hair, making house calls, and other people doing their own hair at home. So a lot changed. You had people going natural who weren't natural before. You had people wearing wigs and weaves because they couldn't get to the salon. You had just everything changed. So now that the pandemic has simmered down, people are going back. The shops we're seeing are doing better. People are returning to work. They're getting their hair cut, trimmed, and colored and styled again. A lot of people, like I said, they were just wearing weaves because they couldn't get to the shop, so they were gluing it, and they're back to doing it now. That's what we were saying. So yeah. So it's coming back. Yep.
You feel like the game is rearing up again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're seeing it rearing up again. And prices are going up with inflation. So that's the other thing that we're seeing with it. So people
Okay.
are having to adjust, what they're charging for services because their rent or lease is higher.
Mm-hmm.
So materials are higher. So everything is higher. So you can't
Okay.
charge the same thing if you paying more. So they having to explain that to customers and adjust their pricing. So to make sure those that haven't done really accounting before, they having to count the bills now to make sure it's covering all the expenses. So I would say
Right.
they're having to adjust to that inflation.
So
Yep.
do y'all have anything, that's teaching, anything at the show, as far as your instructors at the show, teachers at the show, do you have anything that's teaching all of that type of stuff?
Yeah, so we do have business classes that teach the business of running a salon. So we have, of course, all of the hair classes, but then we have the finance classes teaching you how to do that. And actually another thing that we added um, on the website. Uh,
Uh-huh.
so since the show is out of town from Atlanta, where we normally would have it, we've got a tax write-off guide. So this teaches people, basically you can, with these write-offs, it's like you
Mhm.
can register for the show for free because it's going to teach you how to write off all of your travel, your food, just your classes, there's
Yeah.
even wardrobe stuff. So you have to do it properly. So we've got a
Right.
guide that's free download there on the website. So that tax write-off guide is the first step, even before you get to the show, to teach you, how to write this off. Because if you just go to Miami on your own, you can't write that off because it's a vacation. But if you
Right.
go because
Right.
of this industry trade event, now you're going to up your game so you can write that off. So we had a tax expert to write the guide. It's got a spreadsheet and everything. So you just put in the numbers, and
Uh-huh.
to keep you in check for the IRS. Yeah.
Wow. So what are the tickets gonna hit you for to get into the show and all that stuff?
So the early bird special, it had just ended. So it was 70. So now it's 90. 90 will give you 3 days, and it'll also give you the hair battle. So it give you 3 days of exhibit and hair battle. So everything is on BronnerBrothers.com. They also have 1 day. Student tickets are also lower, but yep, and
Uh-huh.
everything. The concert is the only thing that's not included. Since that's a big artist, so that's the only thing that's a separate ticket there. Yep.
You got a church service as well still?
That's right. So we kind of holistic. So we're gonna have something for your mind, something for your body, and something for your spirit. So
Right.
yeah. So we got a church service on Sunday morning still. So we have worship there with the word, and
That's dope.
that'll be at 8:30 on Sunday. And as well, because a lot of people are going through depression and just different things. We also in the spiritual realm, we have a what's called a prayer station there on the exhibit floor, because when you're going through all of the exhibits and the noise and looking at all the presentations, sometimes your energy get low, and people are dealing with things from home. So it's a place that's kind of a private place where you can come, and we have soft music playing there, and prayer warriors that'll pray with you about whatever's going on back home, your children acting up or whatever. So sometimes people don't make it to church, so we bringing it to them. So
Man,
he'll meet you right there on the floor. Yeah, yeah.
that's cool, bro. That is really cool. You know what I don't
Yeah.
think people know? I don't think people know how long Brothers has been around. Y'all been
Okay. Yeah.
y'all, talk to me about that a little bit. Let everybody know how deep you are in the game, how deep your family is in the game. Man,
All
y'all,
right.
I think I want to say that y'all started this whole thing. I would really like to say
Well,
that.
we,
So
we definitely one of the pioneers. So we
yeah,
started back
definitely.
in 1947. So the
Uh-huh.
original Bronner Brothers was my father and his brother, Nathaniel and Arthur. And basically how they got started, um, my father started selling hair products to the salons, and he started talking to the people, and recognized that on this side of town, they had issues or things they wanted to learn. On the other side, they had issues, but they were disconnected. So he
Okay.
was like, let me put them together and be able to help enrich them. So he had the first show that only had 300 people, and they got such a great benefit from it. As at the
Okay.
local YMCA there, that it just kept it going, and everybody's
Right.
like, when is the next one? And he actually was in the army. So in the army, they had my father over kind of promoting the parties. So they like the soldiers will go out and they need some mental break when they get back. So that's where he got his first marketing experience. So he learned how to produce flyers and posters and stuff. So he brought that back, and with the hair products, again, it was allowed him to promote and
Wow.
so the industry, like he was able to also bring great speakers throughout the years,
Okay.
Jackie Robinson and Muhammad Ali, and a lot of the greats. So
See,
back
I didn't
then,
know
yeah.
that. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
Ambassador Andrew Young. So he had even Martin Luther King. So he would give them awards and allow them to speak and allow people that you would only see on TV or read about,
Uh-huh.
to come there.
Wow.
And Dick Gregory, he spoke at the show for probably over 30 years. He was a good friend of my father's, and he had a class the year he died. He was actually headed to our show to do his class. So people
Okay.
were sitting in his class, and we had to come and announce that he passed. That's where he was headed. So yeah, when he passed, so he was good friends with my father, and he taught our health for us. So that was another holistic thing we do is teach health every show, finances, have your spiritual, as well as all of your hair products. Yep. And
Okay.
teach.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, your family been in this for 76 years, right?
Yeah, 76 years. Yeah.
Okay, how does it get all the way down to you? How did your what makes your family so special? You know what I mean? To be able, how did y'all handle that for it's still going strong 76 years later, bro?
Yeah, that's a long time indeed.
Yeah.
So I
What are you
so
guys
so
what
my
are you guys doing that we're not I can't see people who can't do it. They don't do now. You know what I mean? What do you guys
right,
teach me, bro. Teach me.
right. So that was an entrepreneur that asked my father something similar. So this was way back, and he asked him, "What will you do? What will happen to Bronner Brothers if you're not here one day?" And my dad said, "What do you mean if?" So he understood that no matter how long he lived, he had to leave one day. So he
Right.
focused on really preparing his kids
Okay.
for it. So he had three principles of priority that he lived by, which was God first, family second, and then business third. And that's how
Okay.
he structured his life. So I would
Okay.
say that had a big part of why we're still here. So we've had divine favor of stuff that we couldn't control, and then that family portion. Um, a lot of times that they had a saying in his day also: the first generation uh, builds a business, the second one enjoys, and the third destroys a business. So so it's real hard, and what we've seen happen with other entrepreneurs.
Uh-huh.
um, when you build a business, any entrepreneur knows it's a struggle. It's a struggle to really get it up and going and get it profitable, get it
Right.
running smooth. So when you go through all that struggle, the long days, the struggling with money,
Right.
and when you have kids, you love them so much. You say, I don't want to see my kids struggle like me. But what happens is they'll a lot of times make life easy for them. So they'll give them the stuff that they wanted to have when they were young.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is it weakens them. So they're not able to, when you're gone, they're not able to handle what you have. So it's like if you had a gym and you build up muscles, you own the gym, you build up muscles in there in the gym. But if you turn that gym over to your kids,
Mm-hmm.
uh, if they never built the muscles up working out on those weights in there, they're not going to have the physique that
Right.
you have. Same thing
Okay.
happens with business. So if you just turn a business over to them, give them the money, they'll never build the muscle. So my father understood that. So he said, no allowance. He didn't give us any allowance. We had to work for everything that we got.
Okay.
I walked to middle school. I walked to elementary school. So we started our first business. I was 5 years old with the paper route. So he would send us out in the morning, and I didn't even know how to ride a bicycle. So he went through a strategic training to build our muscles, so that when he was gone, we would be able to handle, the toughness of business, and be able to think and adjust. So that's the key.
Did y'all fight back? You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty
We
sure that.
didn't because we didn't because we didn't know any better, man. We were young, so it was all I knew. So, so I didn't really know that it was that unusual. So now, as I got older, I couldn't even think about sending my kids out at 5 years old, But we didn't know, and we had a very cohesive family, so it was still a lot of love there. So he did it in a way where he was teaching us. He was so. And then we were able to see some of the fruit of it. So, throwing papers, he was like, then you go collect your money. And he was able to allow us to spend half of that money and save half. So we were able to see some of the fruit of it. And he would explain things along the way. And the other thing I would say that helped us is, he looked at the strengths of each child, and kind of let you have your own area. And that, because a lot of family businesses, what happen is they'll, fuss and fight because they're clashing on who's running things. So one brother was over manufacturing, one was over marketing, one was over the accounting. I was over the computer department at first. So each brother kind of went in their area of strength. Another brother was a chemist making the product. And that kept a lot of infighting down. So you were responsible for your area. So I would say that's another key that really helped us. So we kind of went to school for different things, and use our talents in those areas. Yeah.
So I can imagine what them family meetings was like, bro.
Yeah. So my father, by the way, so he had 6 sons. I'm the youngest of those.
Right.
And I'm over the show. So those 6 sons, they produced 30 grandkids. So we got 30 in the third generation.
Oh, mercy.
So we are training now. So even when you come to the show, you're gonna see, one of the kids running main stage. You're gonna see another one running the classes. You're gonna see another one up in registration handling things. So they're learning real time. So even though they're in school, on the field right there is where you're getting the real education. School can't really teach you, how to resolve problems with customers and things like that. So that's what you're gonna see real time at the show.
So as a dad now, does that make you super proud to see your kids?
It really does. I mean? It really does. And a lot of times, parents, we're biased on our kids. So what makes me proud is when I see them out in an even playing field where nobody knows their name, and no money makes no difference. And I see them really perform well. I mean, that really, that really makes me proud. So like I have a daughter that she graduated from high school last year. She had 500 kids in her class, and she won the highest SAT score at the whole school. So out of those 500 kids, so she had no tutors, she just got the books and hustled herself. So she studied about 150 hours herself in a room. So she's really learning how that discipline, pays off. So she got a full scholarship to Georgia Tech. So that makes me proud to see her, doing it on her own like that. Yeah, and hustle. Yeah.
She's a boss for real, man. Yeah, so if you wanted to say anything, get anything out to your attendees right now, what would you want to say to them? Is there anything just right off the top of your head you'd like to, say thank you?
I would say, yes, definitely thank you for helping us sustain for 76 years. So no matter what type of internal structure we had, without the supporters, you can't do it. So we thank them for believing in us, for coming year after year to the show, for buying our products, just for supporting us. And I would say the second thing is, I would say make sure that you go ahead and get your hotel rooms if you hadn't gotten them for Miami, because we booked more hotel rooms for that than we did for Atlanta or for New Orleans. So it's gonna be a lot of people there. It's gonna be a lot of people coming in. They really looking to have a good time in that city. So it's going to be a great experience. Yeah.
Hey, is that Okay, I've been to your show since the late '80s.
Okay.
I've been going every year. I might skip a year here, skip it there,
Yeah.
skip a year there. But that convention floor, is that
Yes.
about the same size?
It's about the same size, but like I said, it'll be some new exhibitors that you haven't seen there yet before.
Okay.
That'll have some big displays and stages and bringing in some excellent presenters and stuff. So that'll be the main thing that's new. And of course, just it's going to be different because it's at a convention center we've never been in. So the layout is going to look different just because of that too. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hey, let me ask you this question, man. It just popped in my head. When it comes
Okay.
to technology, um,
Yes.
how do you feel that has technology changed the game? Even for you, even for you, with your,
Right.
the way you put out your shows and stuff like that.
So I would say it's definitely changed the game for us. And I
Okay.
actually was over the technology for the company even before I was trade show director. So technology, so some ways that it's changed it for us. I would say 100% of the tickets used to be just from sales people coming with physical tickets. Now the majority are sold online. They're sold digitally.
Okay.
I would say we used to the largest way it was advertised before was putting out posters, on this barbershop or salon wall, and people seeing it that way, brochures. But now the posters are online. That's where most people. We do have physical posters still, but I would
Right.
say most people, they're getting an email or text, or they're seeing it on social media, they're seeing it on the web, or they're
Hmm.
seeing an ad. So I would say that's gone more digital. So
Okay.
and then more people are buying with credit card than cash. So digital is definitely changed things. Yeah.
I would say it's a plus.
Yeah,
It's
it is definitely a
it's
plus.
easier nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's easier to connect with your people. So now, like I said, you can send everybody that's coming the last 3 years a text saying, hey, we're having this show on this date, be there.
Hmm.
And you're reaching everybody all in 1 hour. So
Okay.
to do that manually and by foot, it takes a long time, and it allows us to reach, areas that we might not have physical people in as well.
Which will bring more. That's more foot traffic for you, right? It's
That's
it's
right. That's
able
right.
it's able to make this thing bigger. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it's also helping us make the show better. And an
okay.
example would be like every class, at the end of every class, we have the people take out their cell phone and do a survey on it right then. So for the next show, we can pick classes that were rated better. So it
Okay.
improves your education. So if people say that I wouldn't take this class again, and that class is eliminated, and that your teachers are evaluated based upon what the people come and how much they learn and how much they liked it. So that's another thing. It allows us to evolve,
Hmm.
even with night events. We surveyed everything. Even this time with competitions during the day, we had surveys digitally, so people are it's we're able to get live real time feedback. You know.
Okay.
To help us improve. So that's another thing. And I think that's even, how technology can be used even in barbershops and salons, just getting feedback from the people digitally that
Okay.
can help you improve your services.
That's dope. That's dope. Um, I know this guy. He's a really, really good barber,
Okay.
and he would like to he would like to break into the what is that called? The I'm making myself laugh right now. I'm trying not to laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. He'd like to break into the industry. Okay, say there's a guy that want to break into the industry, and he wants to be a platform artist. That's one of the Bronner Brothers is one of the biggest stages you can be on. You
That's
know what I
right. That's
mean?
right.
Out there on that floor, on the main stage, wherever.
Yes.
How does a person do that? Who does he get in contact with, or she, or whatever?
So I would say that from historical, the best way they've done that is with
Mhm.
our competitions during the day. And the reason I say
Okay.
because you have a crowd there, and you can just sign up, without having done stuff before, because you got a lot of people with great skills that may be from a small town and they don't have this exposure. So Bronner Brothers
Mm-hmm.
has been a stage for them. So that's the easiest way, because you can just sign up for, and there are about, I think, 3 barbering competitions. So you can sign up whether you're a student, whether you're a professional. So you can sign up for that competition. And what that allows you to do is take the small stage first. So that's something that you can just,
Okay.
sign up and get in. And the exhibitors that are there, those companies, they're looking for platform artists by those who are on those competitions. So they're gonna look at your style and your cut and your presentation there on stage. And what'll happen, they'll
Okay.
come and talk to a lot of those when they like what they see. They'll come to the stage after that competition and say, "Hey, have you thought about being a platform artist for our company?" So that's I would say the easiest way to network and to get in. And then if you win one of those places, first, second, and third, you walk
Uh-huh.
around the exhibit floor with that trophy that's giving you credibility. And now you can go up to those booths and say, "Hey, I just won second place here. I would really love to display these same skills on your stage." So
Wow.
I would say that's the surest way from the past to get in. Yeah.
I bet you a lot of people never thought about that, bro.
That's
Never thought
right. And
about
right. Yeah. Yeah. Because a lot of
Do
the
you
other ways, you got to know somebody personally, but you might not know anybody. This way, it's just you and your skills. So you can just come
right,
from wherever you're from and just sign up. So you go to
right.
bronnerbrothers.com, go into the competitions. We have 8 competitions there. So you just you just go and sign up for whichever one that's your area.
Right,
And you
right,
in
right.
there. You in there. It's you in the stage. So you just bring it.
Yeah, you you better bring it at that competition.
That's
Um,
right.
hey, let me ask you this though. Have you ever thought about having, being that your show is so big, a national championship? You know what I mean?
Um,
Best
well,
barber.
those and we have 2 shows a year, so they kind of are like a national championship, really.
Okay.
So most people are practice a lot of times at smaller events, and they come to our show kind of like that national. It kind of is that, actually. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I'm not gonna say nothing. If you put national, if you put Bronner Brothers national champion on a trophy, boy, boy,
Yeah. I
that's
got you.
just
I
an
got
idea.
you.
That's just an
All right.
idea, James. I'm just
I
saying.
got you. I got you.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, man. So, so you moving the shows around now. I noticed you're moving them to different cities. Um,
Right.
is that going to be a permanent thing that you do, or is it, are you going to go back to Atlanta and Atlanta is going to be home again?
So good question. It's a mixture. So the future plan is to have one in Atlanta, which is our base, and then have one a destination somewhere else traveling. And
Okay.
that mixes it up, because people were asking when we had both in Atlanta. We would get people to say, "Hey, why don't you come to my area or my region where I can drive, or what's the difference between the 2 shows? So they're both in Atlanta, just twice a year." So this answers a lot of that. So it gives you, some going to be on East Coast, some going to be on West Coast, some going to be middle, some going to be down south. And then it gives you a different city, a destination to get a different feel. Just like when we went to New Orleans, we
Right.
had the parade through, so it gave a Mardi Gras style that you couldn't get in another city. So
Oh
so
wow.
so so Miami gonna have the beach there that's gonna have its own flavor. So
Okay.
each city we go in, we try to incorporate some of that flavor into the show. So it gives it some variety, and it differentiates the shows, and allows people from that region to
Uh-huh.
come that may not want to come across the country.
Okay. So switch it up on you. It's about over with.
Okay.
You probably need some water or something. I've been had you talking. But I'm gonna switch it up. I want to know how you juggle being who you are. This is a big thing that you do. This is
Yeah.
huge. This is big boy stuff. How do you
Right.
juggle your family? Because you have 7 kids.
That's right. That's right.
Am I
That's
right?
right.
You have seven
Yeah.
kids. How do you juggle being a dad of 7 with a career of this magnitude? You know what I mean? How do you do that?
Right.
Is that hard?
Well, It is hard, and I would say you have to be very intentional. So my father, the best way is because we saw it. So we saw a father who was very balanced with that. So we saw him early in the morning. You know, we would come in, he would be praying. So he would start off giving God his time, and that helped him
Okay.
clear his head. It helped him calm his nerves and the stress from the prior days. So we saw that example, and then we saw him figure out creative ways of doing it. So he was running this big company, and then he would play golf a lot of times in the evening.
Okay.
Maybe just like 3 holes, maybe 30 minutes or something, right? And he would take us with him. So he would use that
Okay.
as bonding time to talk, give us lessons. And so he got his exercise, he bonded with his kids, and it relaxed him all at the same time. So
Okay.
I would do strategies like that. I may play tennis with the kids or something, and pray with them. And so I try to combine things together. I had them all in swimming class, had them all in karate class, and I would go with them. So
Okay.
instead of splitting all of this stuff up, it got my exercise. It allowed me to bond, and then they're working with us in the business. So like most of them are working with us in the summer. So they are spending time at the office and eating lunch with me. So we find ways to incorporate it all together, and again, just having an open door policy where you're not just working all the time. If they need to talk, you're able to push back some, and talk with them and show them you care and listening. So I think those are keys, and you have to know when to cut work off to be to get your rest, and we eat dinner as a family, and we have
Okay.
family meetings once a month. So we go around and deal with the issues. So
Mhm.
just like, I've tried to a lot of the business principles. I brought them home. So for instance, you got a mission statement in the business.
Mhm.
Most businesses do, but how many homes do you see with a mission statement? But if you come to my house, first thing you're gonna see on the wall is a family mission statement. So it's gonna
Really?
go over the values of the home, the objective of the home, the members. It got an org chart on it and everything. So same thing. So in
Well,
the
that's
business,
cool.
you're gonna have meetings to get everybody on one accord. So we
Right.
have family meetings. So we'll deal with issues. We'll deal with and we have like this brain trust. So kids can ask questions, and the other members of the family can help them solve the problem. So now you got this group thinking, and it help everybody get closer. So so I've taken a lot of the business principles and actually
Yeah.
incorporated them in the home. So those are some of the ways I balance it all. Yeah.
That's cool. You don't got them running around there like they in the army and stuff like that.
No, no.
Like you big Sarge and all of that.
No,
That's
it's
funny.
pretty fun.
Hey James, do you got a favorite sport? Are you a sports guy?
So my favorite sport, I would say, because I had all those kids back to back, in high school and stuff, I was playing basketball and golf, and my time got so limited with so many. We had 7 kids in 10 years. So I became better at table sports because I put those tables at home in the basement, and I
Uh-huh.
could play with the kids and play with friends as they came. So my best sports favorite, I would say, were ping pong and pool. So
Okay.
so I could play
I
them at
thought
home to
I
relax.
thought you was gonna say spades. I was about, it's about to be on because me and my camera guy Trey, well, we called with the spades and we will come get you. We will come
All
get you.
right. All right. So when I'm on some, I know where to come get it.
Bet, just call
I got
me.
I got to bring my A game, all
I
right?
got a mean pool game too, though. I got a mean
Okay.
pool
All
game.
right. We can get together on that.
I'll
We can get
come get
together
you.
on that.
Hey man, I really appreciate you coming on here, man, and just talking candid and being real with me, man. It's like the
Okay.
coolest thing that I was able to talk to you and able to meet you on here
All
today.
right. Glad to be
And
on with you and your audience, man.
I'm gonna be looking for you when I get to the show here in a couple of weeks.
Oh, I'll be everywhere. You'll see me all day from morning to night everywhere, man. So
Right.
yeah, just
I'll be
be
like,
sure to grab me.
Anybody seen James? He over there, and you are way over there.
Yeah. So be sure to grab me. All right.
Hey, everybody! Thank y'all for tuning in, and I hope y'all enjoyed this interview. I hope y'all enjoyed meeting James, Mr. Bronner, and James. Like I said, man, I hope I get to have you back on here sometime. We can have a part 2 and a part 3 and all of that good stuff.
All
Maybe
right. All
after
right.
the show. Okay,
Sounds
James, I
good. Sounds
appreciate
good.
you again, man.
All right. Appreciate you.
Hair game with Donatello. I'm out. Peace.